welcome to this week's episode of Ministry Monday. I'm your host, Amanda Bruce. Today on the episode, I have the pleasure of speaking with Meg Matuska. Meg Matuska is the Director of Music Ministries at Communion of Saints Church Parish in Cleveland, Ohio, and she's also the Vice Chair for the NPM Board of Directors. Today, Meg and I talk about NPM 2.0. What is it at this point for the association? What can we expect, and when can we expect? How does it impact chapters, or how is it proposing to impact chapters or leadership? And what can we expect for the members meeting, which is scheduled for this upcoming week on September 16th? Listen in, and I thank Meg for her time today. Okay, today on Ministry Monday, I have the pleasure of speaking to Meg Matuska. Hi, Meg. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you for talking with us today on Ministry Monday.
Glad to be here.
Meg, today I am speaking to you because you are the vice chair on the board of directors for NPM. And so I wanted to take a couple of minutes and talk with you about NPM 2.0. It's a phrase that we've heard in the membership quite a few times at this point, but also I have found, and you have found much more than I have, that NPM 2.0 is changing. And so I wanted to just kind of break down some of those changes and see what the membership can expect. So let's start right there. So NPM 2.0, where is and what is NPM 2.0 right now?
Well, NPM 2.0 is the vision for the future of NPM. We are so grateful for everyone who has been in leadership before this, but now we're at a point, not only because of the pandemic, but because of a whole lot of factors, that we really need to envision what this is going to look like for the next 40, 45, 50 years. So what we have now is a conceptual vision, and it's broad ideas. We do have some details, but we're discovering as we think about this for the past year and more, that there are many more questions about details than answers that we have right now. Another important thing to say is that we don't have a firm timetable for a lot of the changes that we are thinking about. First of all, it is just a proposal vision right now. So this stage that we're at is asking for feedback from members. One of the big driving forces behind NPM 2.0 is that we really we need the membership to step up to really be a membership organization that is led from the grassroots rather than from a couple of people in an office. So right now, everything that we have, all the documents are posted on the website, and we are really, really hoping for people to read them, to talk with their colleagues, to contact the board and the council and the NPM 2.0 teams to tell us what they think, because it's really important that we truly be about and for and by the members.
Right. We are a membership-led organization. So let's continue then down that path just a little bit deeper. So what are some of the proposed visions for chapters under NPM 2.0?
Well, chapters are a part of NPM where we have some really developed, really lively chapters, and then we have others that haven't really been very active lately, and then there are other parts of the country where there has never been a chapter. So there's a lot of potential there. And, many people have thought about NPM as a convention, that I'm going to NPM this year and it's an event. And we all know we're here because that event has been life-giving and wonderful. And where else do you sing with a couple thousand people in a room?
Right.
But that's only 4 or 5 days of the year. So the question is, how does NPM exist the other 361 days? And that's going to be where people are, where they live in their chapters locally. So the board is hoping, and this is a conceptual idea, but if the business model could possibly work so that there would be a person in the national office dedicated to chapter support, to help with programming ideas, to help with technology, to help with just connecting people who could be connected, all for the end, all for the purpose of, making parish liturgy better across the country. So that's what we're thinking about and hoping for.
Absolutely. I definitely think too that chapters is of course, like you said, it's the anchor that I feel to NPM on a much more local, a much more regular basis. And that's one of the things I'm personally excited for with NPM 2.0 is the idea that we're going to be able to offer stronger chapter support and also just a stronger chapter presence across the country, because let's be truthful, there are regions where there are not strong chapters at this time. And so I want people to find that strength and support as well across the country in all regions.
Absolutely.
So I think that lends itself though to a good transition to talk about another portion of NPM 2.0, which is leadership and governance. So can you talk about that a little bit?
Sure, absolutely. Right now we have a council that has 8 at-large members, which are elected by the total membership, but don't necessarily represent geographical diversity. And what we're thinking for the new structure of the council is, first of all, to have 14 elected members that come from the 14 Episcopal regions of the United States. So those are defined by the Conference of Bishops, and you can find a map of those online. But the idea is that chapter members in each of those regions would elect their representative to the council, so that there would be real chapter representation at the national level, which doesn't really exist now. Another portion of the changes that we're thinking about in governance have to do with the forums. Right now we have, I think it's 18 intersections. And they haven't honestly always been the most effective way to address all the various issues that exist. Constituencies, cultural constituencies, musical skills like organ, piano, chant, ensemble musicians. We think that there's a better way to organize these folks into what we're calling forums. And you can see all the details, such as they exist so far, on the website document. Which all those folks will be members of the council, all the forum chairs will be members of the council, and then be able to elect the board.
Okay, great. So it sounds to me like if someone were to be looking for more information on this, I think they need to go to the website. I think that's probably the best way to go. So do you mind giving that web address to people?
It's npm.org/vision. And you'll see, I think it's an 8-page vision document there. It includes not only the details of the chapters and forums and things that we've been talking about here, it has the new membership structure that we're thinking about, and also includes the ends policies of the board, which are really what's driving all of this. They are the answers to the question, why does NPM exist? So the board has spent a whole lot of time thinking about what exactly is the purpose of this organization, which if we don't have a good answer to that, then doing the rest is difficult. So we'd encourage everybody to go read those and to send us your feedback.
Okay, great. And of course, the way that they can send you your feedback is via email. The email is vision@npm.org, if I remember correctly.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, great. All right. So in the last portion of our time together, I want to talk a little bit about the members meeting. So of course, the members meeting will be just in 2 days here. It's Wednesday, September 16th. And of course, this is the first time we've had a members meeting that's virtual, right? I mean, of course, usually
Sure
they're
is.
in person. So another year of NPM doing something unconventional, if you will. But what could someone expect from the members meeting this year if they were to attend virtually?
Well, we're really planning to celebrate the association. There's so many good things to celebrate and to let everybody know about. So firstly, we're going to celebrate our major awards, which include the Jubilate Deo Award and the Pastoral Musician of the Year Award. And also awards like Chapter of the Year, Chapter Director, DMMD member, and I'm sure there are others that I'm forgetting. Those will all be recognized too. So that's one thing to look forward to. We're also going to celebrate what we're calling wins. You know, those little positive things that are already happening that are part of the NPM 2.0, but things that that are going and are really helping to move us in a positive direction. And then, of course, we're going to further talk about NPM 2.0 and what we are thinking about the next steps, and maybe a little bit about what the timetable might look like, but of course that depends on a whole lot of factors.
Mm-hmm. Great, great.
We also, of course, will, the purpose of a members meeting in general anywhere, even if we were not virtual, would be to connect with the membership and of course to pray, which is always the center of what we're about. So we really hope everybody will come join us. We're offering it 3 different times, so hopefully no matter what time zone you're in, there will be a convenient way for you to participate.
Yep, absolutely. I believe it's 4 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Eastern, and 10 p.m. Eastern. Mm-hmm. So you should catch one of them, and they'll all be live. None of them's pre-recorded.
Yes.
All right. Well, great. Well, Meg, thank you for your time today. Thank you for, I mean, not only just talking to me right now, but for the hours of time, hours and hours of time you have spent on these documents. Clearly, you know, I always see that educational poster where you see the little tip of the iceberg, and then underneath is the large glacial mass that says, you know, like hard work is underneath, and you never see all the hard work. I know that you have spent an immense amount of time on the future of NPM, and I thank you for that.
Oh, well, thank you, Amanda. It's been a pleasure to be here.